Okay, let's try this again. So my name is Mr. Hilbert, and we're going to be drawing at 1 inch equals 1 foot scale. We're going to be drawing the camera boom that I'm currently using to take this video with. And to do that, let's go ahead and start with the length. This thing is 4 foot long, and it is 2 inches wide. So that's going to leave us at about 3/16 of an inch. Again, 1 inch equals 1 foot scale is not a great scale because the inch is divided into 16 parts and the foot is divided into 12 parts, and the two numbers just don't quite mesh up quite as well as you'd like. When you're doing something like this, using a ruler is a must, but using a ruler in general is not a bad idea. So this is a boom. We're doing a side view first, or possibly a front view. Then we have a couple of rulers hanging off the side of this thing, and those are, I would say, about halfway up. And those are 2 foot rulers. So we're going to make a mark there and a mark there. And we'll come and make that little dot there. Now these rulers are on opposite sides, so part of it has a ruler on it and the other part has a ruler on the back side. So I'm going to represent that other ruler with a series of dashed lines because it is hidden from view, so we need to use these hidden lines. Okay, that's that. Now at varying points we have the little bolts, and these I'm just not going to be able to draw to scale. These are 1/4 What that means is it's a 1/4 inch bolt with 20 threads per inch. TPI. And we've got a couple of these mounted here. And these are 2.5 inch bolts. We're going to draw this at right to there, to that 1/4. And give them a little bit of thread just to make it obvious that it's a bolt. Okay. Now our quick disconnect is located in the center of this, and it is 3 inches long, so that's going to equal 1/4 of an inch on our sketchbook, and it's only 1/2 of an inch. So that line right there is actually probably about as thick as we can get. I'm going to go ahead and toss a little bit more thickness on there just to help things out a little bit. Okay, and we're going to definitely need a note here on 1/2 inch ply. Now in something like this, what we can do is come up with what's called a detail view or a section view. This is actually going to be a detail view. We can make this whole thing much bigger. So I'm going to draw this at essentially 1:1 scale. Now in a situation like this where you are using multiple scales, it is very, very important that you go ahead and label everything. Or at least the scales that you are using here. So for instance, this is a 1:1 drawing, so I'm going to put 1 inch is equal to 1 inch. Alright, so we've got that. Now in the center of this thing there is a what is called a Type E nut, and that is a 1/4 inch nut. So let's go ahead and draw that. We found the center mark. There's the side of it. And it's got some seriously thick threads on it. And I should have drawn that at hidden lines, but I guess not. So instead what we're going to do is we're going to call this a section view. Now, a section view is what happens when you take a piece of material or a part and you cut it with like a bandsaw, or you cut it at a plane, and that creates a section view. There. And 1/4 20. All right. So you've got our notation that this is a Type E 1/4 20. So let's go take a look at the top view. And man, my drawings are just screwed up. Typically you would do the top view up here and the side view over here, or the front view over here. I am messing this part up, but it'll work. Okay. And because this thing is so small, we're going to draw it a third different scale. Why don't we go ahead and do something like 2 inches equals a foot. So in this case, we'd start here, come across here to a full 8 inches. And the thing is 1 inch wide. That gives us a little bit more room to play with. Even so, I'm having to draw the beam at slightly bigger than it really is. That's the bell, so you guys will be coming in shortly. Give me just a moment here, and then I'll hit that door. We've got that. We've got this, and that. In a situation like this, adding in that cross-hatching is really going to improve the clarity of what's going on. Alright, and then one last thing before I get that door is the back plate, or that quick disconnect, which is going to be right here. Alright. So that's the thing, and we're going to go ahead and let people in now. Hope you have a great day.